Lakers lose a big one to the Warriors. It was the NBA's biggest, most anticipated matchup of the week. Per usual, Steph was great. He had 37. He was magnificent down the stretch. Pajimski was unreal, going for 28. He had 8 threes. Kuminga came back tonight, scored 18 off the bench, and the Warriors' defense was really the story tonight. It just felt like the Lakers, every time they got close, the Warriors would just extend it back up to 10 or 11. The second chance points was an issue. 14 offensive rebounds for the Warriors, which led to 23 points. Bench struggled tonight for the Lakers, just 7 points. Luke 0 for 6 from 3, Doe 0 for 5, Gabe 1 for 5. So just the usual suspects that are usually giving you 3, 4, 5 threes a night, just not there. It's just one of those games, big game, and you got to give the Warriors credit. They deserve the win tonight.
You just put it all in a nutshell there, Guido. I mean, the Lakers had pretty much dominated the Warriors. I think the last 3 games they've won. So, no excuse. I think for me, the early second opportunity points that the Golden States were getting never allowed the Lakers to play 24 seconds of good defense and then give the ball back up for a second chance or an opportunity. And Golden State took advantage of it. Then the poor shooting that we could not get anything early. Luka didn't hit a 3 tonight and missed a bunch of soft chippies. And also you had guys like Pajimski.
Yeah.
He was from the beginning. Those threes set the tone early.
Yeah.
The Lakers, just did not have the rhythm that they normally have. The bench, Gabe couldn't hit a shot. Dodo couldn't hit his shots. And so it was just one of those weird games where they never could get any a grip on the game.
Yeah.
And when they did get it to 7, 8, it was either a turnover, was really, bad tonight, timely turnovers, and that allowed Golden State to maybe hit a 3 or get to the foul line and get the lead back up. We never could break through it.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon Pajimski is a second-year player that shoots 35% from 3, and tonight shot 80%. He was 8 for 10. He has that play at the end where he gets the, after Lucas scores and gets it to 7 or 10, he goes and hits a Josh Giddey type, off a 1-foot 3. It was just his night tonight, Press.
Yeah, it's interesting. Second-year player, late first-round pick last year. Really bad start to the season. He was bad in October, November, December.
Yeah, and before we get to Steph and what he was able to do, you mentioned the Lakers. They were stuck on 20 for 5 minutes and 16 seconds in that first quarter. They started out hot. Remember, they got 12 points like that. And there was a stretch for 11 minutes with that 5-minute mark in the first all the way down to the 6-minute mark in the second work. James, they just scored 9 points. And obviously, you got to give the Warriors defense a lot of credit, but it was also just Laker offense just not making shots and just didn't have that energy tonight to match the Warriors until late where they made those runs and got back in.
Yeah, I mean, it was a collaboration of all those things, not being able to make shots, missing, like short chippies, then, turn the ball over, timely turnovers, giving up, like we said, giving up second chance points. When you have all those things working against you, it's going to be a long night when your top scorer, Luka's not really hitting his 3. Nobody really was, hot. Finney couldn't hit a 3. Gabe, we didn't get the same type of production that we were expecting. And then when you add all those other things like turnovers and offensive rebounds, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, and the bench, so good the other night. You just alluded to it. Gabe had 20. Dorian Finney-Smith had 20. On a night where none of the Lakers could really hit shots against Houston, those guys saved the game. Not the same story tonight. The bench, only 7 points for the Lakers. It's the second time in the last 2 weeks an opposing player from the bench outscored the entire Laker bench. A couple weeks ago, it was Orlando. Anthony Black outscored the entire Laker bench. Tonight, Kuminga, 18 points. Lakers reserves totaled 7 games. So, the Lakers did get that boost the other night. It just didn't happen tonight.
I know it's easy for us to see, but we're not a coaching staff. But tonight, I would have Dalton, man. I would have tried to see if he could connect on some threes for me in the second half, but that's not in the coaching staff playbook. They know what they're doing, but we needed some shots to go in. Just couldn't get enough of them.
So Steph Curry tonight, guys, 37 points, got to the free throw line 14 times. Got a couple late in the shot clock fouls. Just, Steph's able to do that. He's able to draw them. Made 13 of them. He's 10 of 21, 4 of 11. But James, we had 25 in the second half. I just think what he's so good at, and he's such a special talent. He's one of the greats to ever play the game, is the ability to, when you think you're close and you're right there, to make a play to hit a three or get an and one or get an easy bucket for someone else and separate again. He's that kind of guy you always have to account for him.
Well,
he's always moving.
The easiest time for Steph Curry, and it damn sure is not easy, is when he has the ball in his hands. When he doesn't have it, it's a nightmare. Yeah, Steph is definitely one to reckon with. You know, he thought we had him under control a little bit first quarter, but I knew that wasn't the case because all it takes is one, and then he gets on a roll. In the second half, he just did what he needed to do to carry his team to a victory.
Yeah, is there any doubt, guys? We talked about this briefly on the pregame show, but the arrival of Jimmy Butler has completely invigorated the Warriors as a team, and Steph in particular. He had 52, I think it was last week.
Yeah, 89 points in 2 days.
Yeah, he got drilled 12 threes in that game. I mean, he's back. Not that it ever went anywhere, but, you know, this team is now 20-5 in games that Jimmy Butler has played with his franchise. They're trending up for sure. And so are the Lakers. You know, the Lakers have had a good run since getting Luka. Funny thing, it crossed my mind in that first half when the Lakers were struggling on offense. Are they tired? They just finished 17 games in the month of March. That's a lot of games for this team. And they finished February with back-to-back games in the last 2 days of that month. So I was thinking maybe they're a little tired. Shots seemed a little short in Houston or against Houston a couple days ago. Not hitting shots in the first half tonight. Again, 36% in that first half. But LeBron definitely did not look tired in that second half, nor did the rest of the team. Just a couple offensive rebounds they gave up deep, a couple ill-timed turnovers. That's what the Warriors do. They're a top 5 team in offensive rebounding.